We've hit this topic quite a bit over the last few weeks, but we have to keep doing it. He was, the game's a top 5 closer in the game, right, over the past few years. And Devin Williams is not the closer for the Yanks right now, but he was part of the bullpen unraveling, and it was Luke Weaver too. As the Padres put up 4 runs in the 8th inning, Bogarts with the big go-ahead knock, and they beat the Yankees 4-3, turned 3-0 into a 4-3 win. So we can show the quote too from Devin Williams. And Trevor, if you want to comment off that one and what you're seeing from Devin, he said, quote, "I feel good. I feel confident on the mound. I felt like I was in a good spot. It's one of those nights where you're not only battling the hitter, I was battling the mound. We're all given the same set of circumstances. I couldn't come through tonight." I mean, it was raining last night. Is that what he's talking about?
Maybe a little bit. He seems like he feels a little bit uncomfortable in his delivery. His fastball command has been horrendous this year, and that's the big reason that I think he's had the struggles, or at least put himself in position to have bad luck, because he's had a lot of bad luck. Like last night, he left the game up 3-0 with the bases loaded and 2 outs, like a fly ball away from being okay. And it just so happened that all of his runs got cashed in, and now they're on his ERA. So it looks way worse. And it can be something that simple. His BABIP is like 400 against him this year, which is way higher than it's ever been. But it's just because he's not throwing strike one. He's only first pitch strikes 50% of the time this year, and he's lower than league average usually. But that's not serviceable. You can't do that. You're walking too many guys. He's a guy who walks guys too. He's just relied on strikeouts. He's not getting them. So that said, his stuff's the same. Like his velocity is the same that it was in 22 and 23. His changeup and everything's moving the same. He's using it the same. The command's just a little bit off, and really untimely hits are getting him. But I think that he's not that far away from being locked back in again. It's just he's got one domino needs to fall in his direction, and then I think we're going to see the old Devin Williams, very similarly to when like Hader went over to San Diego and was the worst pitcher on the planet for a whole month, and it was no one knew what was going on, and then suddenly he was Josh Hader of old for the last 3 months with a 1 ERA. So I wouldn't be surprised one bit if Devin Williams came back, got back into closer to that form. I don't know if he's going to be full Brewers form, but I wouldn't write him off because there's nothing glaring there that says this might be a deterioration problem. I think it's just a luck thing at this point.
AJ, it's the primary reason why the Yankees haven't really pulled away, and they could have, even at this point. I mean, we know it's early May, but they could have a really sizable advantage in the division. They have 5 losses when leading in the 8th inning or later. That is tops in baseball. And the Yankees usually do a great job of building a bullpen. This is mostly falling on Devin Williams, just choking early on in the season.
Yeah, I don't know if it's all on Devin Williams. If Luke Weaver, listen, and he probably wasn't 100% ready to come in the 8th last night, if he gets the guy out, like Trevor said, then this is all for naught. The walks are the problem for Devin. He gives up some weak contact for that hit, and then Manny Machado, it just happened to be in the middle of the order too. Like if this happens and he's down at 7, 8, 9, maybe Luke Weaver comes in and gets out of it. But he walked Arise to get to Machado. Machado came up with a big double, and then Bogarts with the hit to cash them all in. So I don't know what the answer is for Devin Williams, but he needs to keep running out there and he needs to keep doing what he's doing. But I know he needs better command than what he has. And when he says, "Oh, I was battling the mound," well, I watched the 9th inning of that game, and Suarez came in and he was soaked, and he didn't have a problem. He mowed through him. So yeah, everyone was battling the same mound. I like that he acknowledged that, but at the same time, we just need better command.
Would you put him in an even lower leverage spot now for a bit, AJ?
He was good, though. He was good the last 3 outings until last night.
Yeah.
He was been good. So what's the leverage you're going to put him in? They put him in low leverage. He had a 3-0 lead in the 8th against the bottom of the order. And because of the walks and the broken bat hit, he turned it over to the middle of the order. So I don't know what other lower leverage situations you're going to pitch him in a blowout. But then you just never know. You still need this guy to be good for you. If you're the Yankees, you got to get him back right.
Any other tips, Trevor? I mean, he's not getting a whiff on the changeup.
Well, that's the thing. It comes down to the fastball command, right? Like if you don't have fastball command and you're only a 2-pitch pitcher and your other pitch is a changeup, like you're not. It's not going to be as effective, no matter if it has a nickname, the Airbender, or not. Like it just isn't. Like a changeup just is not a pitch that you go and you say, "Hey, I'm throwing a changeup. You can't hit it." But there's very few guys who who have that type of swing and miss pitch, though it is kind of a left-handed slider. It's as close as you can get to one of those. It's still, you need your fastball, especially because his velocity isn't what it was when he, first came up. So he's dependent on that. But I do think that in terms of leverage and things, they have opportunities. I think that Leiter could throw, the eighth maybe, or one of the other guys, or Fernando Cruz throwing the funky splitters. They all have these weird changeups. Their whole bullpen does. That's like what they love. So they have options of guys who have thrown well, who could give them a little bit less leverage, but the opportunities haven't presented themselves. There hasn't been like a 6-0 game or like a down 4-0 or something game. Like they're just always either close or big blowouts. And they're just trying to keep him close to that leverage without having it be all on him. So it makes sense. But it's just as soon as he gets a game where he goes out and he has those 2 punchies and it's a 3 up, 3 down, clean inning, then I expect those to stack up, because that's what he's been known for. Like those streaks where no one could sniff him. I anticipate once that happens, he'll start a streak and then things will start to level out. It's just, and he's also used to pitching with a roof at the beginning of the season, and he hasn't done that. It's colder and wetter in New York. So there's a little bit of that going on too, that he's not used to. Not saying that it's an excuse, but that is an adjustment you have to make. So it starts to warm up a little bit. That will help him out a bit to get back on track.
AJ, he can call Clay Holmes. I mean, Yankee fans were ready to ship him to Little League ball, and then in the playoffs, they're like, just kidding, we love you. You're awesome.
And so what have you done for me lately, League? That's the way this league works, Scott. I mean, that's the truth of it. It is what it is. And that's, especially in New York, a place where you're under the microscope 24 hours a day. If you don't perform, they're going to get on you. But yeah, Clay Holmes worked it out, figured it out. Now look at him. He's a pretty good starter for the other team in New York.
So what have you done for me lately, town, too? Say you get a little less of a leash here in New York City. It is complicated enough to figure out what type of car you want, but when it comes to pricing and best time to buy and all of that information that you're looking for, CarGurus is the only destination that you should be thinking about, Kratz. Why?
Because I don't have to question what the price is. It's going to be there. If the price changes and comes down to where I want it to be, bang, I get a notification. CarGurus is giving it to me straight, and this is how I want to purchase a car. Not fast. I just want to know what's going on.
With over 4 million listings, CarGurus has more car listings than any other major online automotive marketplace in the U.S. So you can find the best deal, and it's no wonder SimilarWeb estimated traffic data shows CarGurus is the #1 most visited car shopping site. So you can buy or sell your next car today with CarGurus at CarGurus.com. Go to CarGurus.com to make sure your big deal is the best deal. That's CarGurus.com, CarGurus.com.
Hey, everybody. Be sure to like and subscribe for more content.
We're back here every weekday, all year long, so do not miss an episode.
The videos are coming in all day. Here's another video you might enjoy.
Baseball the way it should be covered.